So I clicked on this main right here, and I got my sequence and my entire input dialog, the weather data that I created, the analyzed data, which was the flow chart. And so now I'm at the final step, which I'm going to search for a message box. So I search for a message box. I have that available. And so I'm going to drag that down here underneath Analyze Weather Data. And so this message box appears, and anything that's in quotes is going to be string or text that's going to be displayed. And so after it analyzes the weather data and it goes through the flow chart, a message box should appear that's in quotes that says the temperature in space, and then end quotes. It's going to add, we're going to add in the city variable that we identified earlier, and then we're going to add in the word is, so we're going to do in quotes space is colon, and then end quotes, and we're going to do plus the variable temperature, so we have variable temperature here, and then we're going to do plus the word, so we're going to quotes space degrees period, and then end quotes, and then we're going to do plus VBCR, which is code for pressing the enter. So it's going to go to the next line in your message box, and then it's going to give you the outfit suggestion that we had a variable we identified, and then plus it's going to give you that rain gear variable that we had identified. And so those, anything that's a variable does not need quotes, because remember those variables do have a condition if it meets it. So all of our variables will be things that we picked out, and then text is something that is going to be in quotes. So it should see the temperature in, and then that Miami is going to be pulling up from the Google page is temperature, which we pulled up, degrees, and then on the next line, because VBCR means it means that it's going to press the enter automatically in your code, and on the next line it's going to give you the outfit suggestion based on the temperature, and then the rain gear. So just so we can take a look here, your analyze weather, it's going to start a flow check, and it's going to check the rain, and if it has the words shower, thunderstorm, or rain in it, then it's going to assign the variable rain gear, which is going to say also bring an umbrella. And so that's going to check for rain. Else means there's nothing else, so don't do anything. So if it doesn't say these words, don't say that, right? It doesn't, there's nothing else to do. Just don't say also bring an umbrella. So we go back out, and then it's going to ask you another decision. Is it too cold? Yes. Your outfit suggestion, that's a variable we created. Please wear a down jacket to keep warm. If it's false, if it's not less than 40, then it's going to say, well, is it too hot? It's going to check the condition. Is it greater than 80 degrees? If it is greater than 80 degrees, then the outfit suggestion, the variable that we picked, is going to say pretty hot outside. You can wear shorts or skirts. If it's not greater than 80 degrees, it's going to say, well, bring a jacket if you want. And that's our outfit suggestion. Okay. So basically the way it's going to work is we're going to have this input dialog, and it's going to say get the weather, enter a city name, and so we're going to put in our enter, and that is that variable city we had. And then what's happening here is it's going to retrieve the weather. It's going to open up your browser that we identified in Internet Explorer. It's going to pick google.com. It's going to do the following things in that input area. It's going to put that city that we identified here in this variable, and it's going to say plus weather in Fahrenheit. So it's going to add in this city, plus it's going to add in this text, because it's in quotes, weather in Fahrenheit, and then we did that hotkey. Automatically, the enter button is going to press. It's going to then pull up the screen, and once it gets to the screen, it's going to get the full data. So this is that mostly cloudy, which we put as the variable. We put that variable as the weather. And so this text is going to be that weather variable. And then we went and got the temperature. And so we added this variable to be temperature, right? And we closed the tab. And so once we did that, then we analyzed it with the flowchart and we looked to see what happened. Did the weather, which was that description, did it contain any of those words? If it did, then this is what you should tell them for the rain gear, right? Otherwise, then otherwise, if it's the temperature, then look at the temperature and see if it's less than 40. If it's true, then tell them to wear this. If it's too hot, if it's greater than 80, then tell them to wear this. If it's less than 80, then tell them to bring a jacket. So if it's between 40 and 80, then they can say bring a jacket if you want, okay? And then we have this message box, which tells you the temperature in, which is the text. The city, which was the variable we had, is that temperature that we identified earlier as our variable. And then we did degrees. Then we did a return, and then we did outfit suggestion based on the flowchart, and then rain gear if it needed it. Okay, so let's run this. All right, so let's run this. So we're going to say Miami. It's going to go and get the weather in Fahrenheit. It's going to say 70. The temperature in Miami is 70 degrees. Bring a jacket if you want. Okay. We can run it again. And say Towson. So it's going to go Towson, weather in Fahrenheit, 36. So it's saying the temperature in Towson is 36 degrees. Please wear a down jacket to keep warm. Remember, so it's less than 40. So because it's less than 40, it's going to say, please wear a down jacket. Okay? So there you go. And then what you're going to do is you're going to be able to close this out, collapse it this way, and then just give me a screenshot of everything this way. Okay?